say. First, place the
Okay.
spear to
Oh,
the
God.
east wall.
Right.
Me.
Spear?
No, I'm
It
talking
should have
about
been...
the
Yeah.
so that would be one.
Yeah. Okay, so
I
the
jumped
spear
a bit too
became a
early.
hammer, and the bow became a spear, and the gun became a sword, and the sword is a sword.
Yeah.
I did it, Eastawar.
Okay, so...
I thought I heard a
You just set
strange
him on the
sound
wall?
just now.
I heard like a click.
It's your
Yeah.
imagination. Why are
Yeah,
you
it's-
looking
it's-
away from me?
Probably
Anyway,
just the
next,
thing
to the
saying it's
south wall.
active.
The dual revolver.
No, I think she broke it.
Oh.
My turn. How should I get this to fit the shape of a
Yeah.
revolver? Mother, as I
Just
mentioned before,
bend it, I
please be
guess.
sure not to break anything. No problem. All I'll do is place the hilt here. See?
Just, I'm imagining a gun-shaped hole, and she's sticking just the hilt of the blade in this. Yeah, it is. It's just sticking out.
To the west wall. The wisdom bow.
Okay. Why did
Okay.
they even build it this way?
See? I already have it in.
I
And it
don't
matches
know.
Huh?
What? Vert, what are you doing?
How did she just bend it?
I just bent
I
the
have
spear
no
so that
idea.
it's in the shape.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
It looks like it's about to break. I'm the last
Oh,
one.
Alright.
God.
At least the sword is still a sword.
Please be very careful that you not break anything.
Okay.
Okie dokie. I won't break the wall like Blonde or the weapon like Vert.
Okay, so Blanc may have broken the weapon, the
I've
wall.
already carved the
Cool, I
edges
mean,
of
she
the
does have a
wall so the
hammer.
sword can fit.
Okay.
The ruins. Carved.
Well, I mean, the walls had to have been carved to originally be... What did...
guess what's
Was this place a
done is
ruin
done.
when they built the Rainbow Bridge into
I
it?
don't even know.
They just picked a ruin? This wasn't they built a building and had the thing in, it was just already... Because, like, it's already ruined.
Open the
You
seal
shouldn't
of the
be
path
that
into
worried.
Celestia.
I don't think this is gonna work in the slightest.
It better damn work.
Wow, a shooting star is shooting
Huh.
into the skies.
It's doing something.
Wow, it actually
There's a
worked.
rainbow path after
It's
the shooting
not
star.
it's not a guarantee yet. It might take a dive and take us
Like a
off into
shooting
Mars or
star
something.
Bifrost.
Oh god.
Okay.
So they're just opening the Bifrost.
Thank goodness.
Okay. It's maybe it is
Go, everyone,
working.
to save game industry.
Okay.
To Celestia,
We're just
we
gonna
Why did this
expand the map.
function?
right.
Well,
I don't know. Why did this work? This shouldn't have worked.
I don't know.
Apparently that's the road.
Okay.
So Celestia is probably going to be here, or literally just an event inside Planet Neptune.
Maybe.
Something like that. Do we still have our equipment?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's the right one. Vert's Hero Spirit. Yeah, it's all the hero stuff.
Yeah.
And the Neptune should have the
Holy Fang
Holy
Blade.
Fang Blade.
Is that it?
That's just a sword.
That is underwhelming.
That's just a katana with like a little bit of an extra hilt going on there. Wow, that is
With a
actually really
D-pad.
underwhelming. You're super right. Oh my god, okay, that's literally just a katana, but they put like a big circle on it.
Yeah.
That looks like garbage. Why would you do that? Okay.
What were the
all right,
stats on
whatever.
it?
Oh, the stats were better than
Okay.
everything else. Hold on. The stuff that we were using before this was Esperance. The Holy Flame Blade is...
Okay, yeah. That justifies it, I
Yeah,
guess.
it super justifies it. Why couldn't you just call it like the Hero's Blade, by the way? Or no, wait, is that... Oh, that might be what the one that Noir has is called.
Maybe.
Actually. So, Road to Celestia. Here we go.
Okay,
Wow, it's
new
bright as
map.
fuck here.
I like that it's a new map.
Let's
New
see, there's an
assets.
Exit. Hold on. Are they really new assets, or is it just the forest and they've decided to
No,
spread it out?
There's crystals and rainbows, and the solid parts of the bridge are also new.
Look, it's a Galvantula. Like, just kind of straight up, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of cute.
Yeah. Oh, we should probably point out that Pokemon
Oh,
Let's Go.
yeah. This
everything
is the
got
LP
announced
where
at
we
some
complain
point.
about Pokemon.
Yeah, I forgot that we had talked about that, where it was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, there's leaks and they're not 100% official.
And they sounded fake.
Yeah, they sound super fake, but I'm still talking about them. And it turns out that, yeah, those were totally fucking real.
Yeah, we got real mad. I kind of, am fine with it not being that they ruined 8th gen. 8th gen is going to be coming, but what they are giving us are Pokemon Go tie-in Switch games for casuals and their kids.
Well, okay, more games are coming. These might actually be 8th gen, though. There's a huge, confusing thing where the guy who's the CEO for Game Freak has been talking about this. Basically, anytime that somebody asks somebody at Game Freak, like in an official interview, what is this? Is this game, is this Generation 8, or is this like a spin-off game, or what is it? They tell them it is not a spin-off, it is a mainline Pokemon game. And then they ask a different person, and the person goes, it's a spin-off, this is not part of the core franchise. So it's all over the place. Nobody knows what the fuck this game is internally. Nobody seems to know what it is. Like, in Game Freak, people are very confused and they don't know what to call it in, like, official stuff.
It looks like the game has a certain level of polish to it. It's a Switch game.
Yeah.
It looks like, sure, for being a tie-in thing, it would be fine. Just please, God, don't let this be an indication of where the main series is headed. Because it's casual bait. I'm not opposed to that.
It's literally just Pokemon. It's Pokemon Go as like a console version of Pokemon Go. I don't know how to describe it any
I'm
better
not
than that,
opposed
to be honest.
to there being things to make any particular franchise accessible to a wider audience. I'm not going to be like, oh, elitist, like, oh, the normies are coming in and ruining our video games. But, like, please don't dumb down a really nice and intricate series that was already easy enough for children to pick up. Don't make it, like, into something excessively simplified.
Well, I think one of the most annoying things that came out of this was the admittance of the CEO of Game Freak again, who pointed out that this game will not feature any Mega Evolution or anything like that. It will not feature, like, any Pokemon after first gen. Like, it's going to be all of the original 150, not 151, 150.
Mew's not in it?
Mew might be in it, but they're not saying if that's the case.
I mean, it seems like it's gotta be Mew.
They're going to include a handful of Alola Pokemon and Alola variants of original Pokemon. And a very small number, and the actual number is unknown, but most people are talking about it, and it's like there's a weird interview where it said it will be one, maybe a handful more new Pokemon, like Gen 8 Pokemon. And because this is an RPG that does function like normal Pokemon, people are like, so this is Gen 8? And no one knows.
I want to say it's going to be like how we got Lucario promoted like a whole bunch in 3rd gen to hype up for 4th.
Except when that happened, he was showing up in games that were not RPGs.
I guess. It's just, I'm holding out hope that when 8th gen comes out, it's going to be exactly what we always expect and what we always want from a Pokemon game, and that it's
I don't think it is. I think it's either going to be more of this, or it's going to be like, hey, guess what? This is the beginning of 8th gen, and the best you're going to hope for is it'll be a new Pokemon game, it'll function exactly like Sun and Moon in every way, and you might have connection to this game touching it. That being said, there are certain things that probably won't carry over from Pokemon Let's Go into games later on in 8th gen, which are things like, there are no battles in the overworld. You do not fight other Pokemon. There's no wild Pokemon fights.
Which is like half the game.
There are wild Pokemon, but you don't fight them.
It's just
in the
you
same
throw
way
a ball and hope it works. And
yeah, so it's...
I don't like that.
It's kind of weird, but it's like literally you can see it in the trailer, because there's a trailer for this, of course there is.
You've probably already seen it.
Yeah, but it's literally like the best you have is you can throw balls, you can use items, or you can wait and do nothing, I guess. And you have a time limit when you run into Pokemon, and they are physically in the overworld, like they're walking around. So it's like, okay, you can see them, you know they're there, you touch them, and then you don't throw your Pokemon out, rather you just kind of throw a ball or walk away.
And then there's that peripheral that's just like a Pokeball shaped Joy-Con thingy, but also kind of a Pokewalker.
So there's not an official price on that, but the current price that has been listed as being prices from people internally is that Pokeball thing will also not come with the game, first and foremost. So it's not like the Pokewalker where they're giving you it for free if you buy the game. It comes separately, and it is $50. The Switch games themselves are $60. If you want to get those both and that Pokeball peripheral, you are
this is a tie-in with a freemium
you're paying
phone game.
$110.
That better not be true. I mean, I don't even want it.
I'm not even that surprised, to be honest.
Josh has pretty much said that he's pretty sure we're gonna wind up playing it for the
we're
channel,
gonna get it for
even
the
if
channel,
we hate it.
even if we hate it. I'm sorry, that's just the way it's gonna have to be. But
so we're gonna pay like
we're gonna pay $60. We're not getting that fucking peripheral. Screw that.
Yeah, no, I don't. I just like people know this about me if you've been watching our series. Just
I know you don't like to buy games right away.
Well, that was like I like complicated strategic RPGs with stats and characters and more characters. I like that we keep getting more Pokemon, even when they've got shitty designs. Like I hate 5th gen for designs. Like I like that we're getting lots of things. I like that they all have unique little stats and you gotta like learn how to use them. Like even when I don't go super hardcore into like min-maxing my characters and grinding everyone to max level, it's like I like having that option. I like that depth. And if they're taking all of that away from us with 8th gen, I've been slowly losing interest in like non-fan related Pokemon stuff since 5th gen. 5th gen is where it just dropped off for me a lot, where it's like, I don't care. I have not played a 6th gen or 7th gen game. Josh has. He always gets them.
Yeah.
I just have said, like, I don't need it. I'm fine. I still have stuff I wanted to do in Platinum. And it's like, they're gonna lose me if this is what's gonna keep happening.
But you know what the answer to that is?
Continue playing things like Pokemon Uranium.
No. The answer is you're one person. They don't actually care. You could
you.
be 1,000 people and they might not care because Pokemon, no matter what they do, even if what they do is insulting, still sells like fucking hotcakes.
Yeah.
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon was
Nor
what?
could use some healing before you hit any of those guys.
No, fair enough. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon by the fans was almost unanimously disliked as a concept. And people talked shit about it really, really hard. And it was just one of those games where people were like, just don't buy this. Do not continue to support Game Freak if they're doing this. And people kind of agreed, and you had the entirety of like the fandom who was like, yeah, we're just not going to get it. And those were some of the best-selling Pokemon games of all time. I just
don't understand.
Like, it's just, it doesn't matter if you don't buy it, it sells. It's the I don't want to say it's the normie market, but it's like that's kind of what it is. It sort of is just the normie market. It's people who play Go are going to want to play this because it connects to Go. It doesn't matter what you do or what you feel or how you don't want the game to progress in this way. If they want to, they can sell this to anybody. They can sell
I don't
Ice
know why
to
you're telling me this. It's
people in
like
Alaska.
I didn't know this.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it like... that's not how I mean it. I just want to...
I know we're just like I'm one person against the entire world, because that's literally life, dude.
I know.
It's literally life. Just I want to say like I might not play Pokemon if this is how it's gonna be. I'm just gonna have to fully migrate myself into like, I guess, RPG Maker fan
Digimon.
games. Probably not.
I hope so.
Not really.
I will
is
still
probably
continue
what
to
I
play
would
it.
fall into.
Like, Pokemon has to go pretty far before I'm just straight up not gonna play this. Honestly.
Yeah, but you were
totally
also
honest.
more angry than me when
Oh yeah,
you
no,
saw this
I'm
trailer.
still angry about it, to be totally honest with you. I'm just saying.
Okay, so you're like, I'm mad, I'm still gonna play it, and I'm like, I'm disappointed, and I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Oh, by the way,
Yes.
did you not notice there's a new EXE thing for Neptune, and I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah?
Yeah, go back into the menu.
Hold on, I kind of wanted to hit him with this because it goes in a straight line, but okay. What is it?
HDD Neptune? We don't know what that does yet. Neptune Special Attack Part 2, whatever the fuck that
Okay, well,
implies.
this hits everything anyway, so...
Cool.
HDD Neptune. Maybe it's like an automatic change into HDD.
Maybe. Is this a transformation sequence?
Turning into a baby, I guess. Yeah. Oh, she's a ship now.
Really?
She's a Star Fox.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, she got this at like level 65.
Yeah, true Neptune. Turns out all along she was a jet.
I mean, all along she was a game console, so that's not that weird.
It didn't kill him.
It didn't.
Oh, what a pain.
I think they just wouldn't have been killed yet anyways.
I don't know.
Like, I think, like, even if you use the big spear, it wouldn't have necessarily killed them.
Well, it only hit the one guy. I thought it was a bigger area of effect, but it wasn't. It actually only hit the one guy.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just those were the areas you could have hit from.
Yeah, those were the areas that I could have hit enemies if they were within. But it's not like an AoE kind of hit. It's like we'll select one of them and hit him kind of things.
By the way, in addition to our Pokemon discussion, you want to talk about what dropped today?
The thing that people aren't sure if it's real or not?
Yeah, because we're doing that.
All right, well, people don't know if it's real.
Leaks and stuff.
Supposedly, though, somebody leaked a cartridge. Oh god, this takes explaining. It's a cartridge from...
like 97.
1997 from a display in a video game store that did the same thing that McDonald's did in the US.
No. Space World is kind of like E3, or
Oh,
it
is
was
that
in
what
the.
it was?
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure Space World is the name of their like it's like the Tokyo Game Show or something, but it was like
Okay.
Nintendo's thing in the 90s.
All right, well, it was that, and it was an in-work version. It's labeled an alpha, but it's actually an early beta version of Pokemon Gold and Silver. And it's got really early Pokemon designs in it. And some of them are really fucking good looking.
Yes.
Like Girafarig with 2 giraffe heads and no snake body.
And a pre-evolution for Meowth.
A pre-evolution for just about every Pokemon you can imagine.
Yeah, there was a version of what would eventually be Mime Jr. that looks a little better than Mime Jr.
Oh, it looks way better
It
than
still
actual
looks
Mime
like
Jr.
it could use an extra little bit of little design added, but like with Mime Jr. they went a little too far.
Yeah, Mime Jr. itself is kind of like... I don't want to say Mime Jr. was bad to begin with, but it's like Mime Jr.
It has
I don't
charm.
like the design as much as some other things.
It has charm, but it also has flaws.
Yeah, it does. I agree.
But yeah, there was a bunch of stuff. Like there's what I'm just been calling Tiger Chew. What were the real names?
It's Kotora.
Yeah, it's a little fat yellow tiger with a zigzag tail, kind of like the Pikachu tail.
It kind of just looks like the mouse version of Pikachu, like the really fat little like orb Pikachu.
Perfect Pikachu, but with stripes.
the best version. But it's got little tiger stripes on it. It's a little tiger.
Little digression about Pikachu types, by the way.
Yeah.
Orb Pikachu, best type. Round head Pikachu, where it's like the rabbit body, but then the head has no cheek definition. It's just round.
The version
Worst
that is
Pikachu.
confirmed to be in Let's Go Pikachu.
Worst Pikachu.
Yeah, by the way, that's the Pikachu design they're going with in Let's Go. Let's Go's art style is a little...
the art style looks fine. It's just
it's not the same as any of the games that have come up so far.
They chose rabbit body and orb head for the Pikachu, though.
It's
and it's
weird.
like, that's the worst Pikachu. like, okay, so your perfect Pikachu is basically just a sphere with a tail. That's perfect Chew. But this beta Pokemon that never made it in and wasn't, as far as we know, it wasn't drafted into a different Pokemon design.
Oh, yeah, that one in particular is really weird because it feels like it wasn't drafted. And like a lot of the other ones, you can tell like this went on to become this and this went on to become this. And that one in particular is like, this is just a really good design that was never turned into anything.
Yeah, I mean, arguably we got Electric Cats, we got the Shinx line, but it doesn't look like them at all. It's a completely different character design, just entirely. But, I'm gonna scream at Game Freak, from the other side of the void, and they won't hear me. I'm gonna scream this, please make the Pokemon games as good as they've always been. Make them, deep, give them, more Pokemon. I think if we don't end on 1,000, if they ever stop making Pokemon, if you gotta give me at least 1,000. Fucking do it. But, I'll scream at them to not make the casualization in this new thing. I don't want that. Right. And also, give me Tiger Chew. Give me Tiger Chew. That thing is fucking perfect.
I thought you would have asked for the Meowth.
Oh yes, I like that too.
You know what? I actually saw a good discussion on that where people were like, why did they even drop this? What was even the point of dropping this Meowth pre-Evo? Because it looks so good. And there was actually an answer given that was like, that makes sense. It's, you can't make toys of something that has floating coins around it.
They don't really make that many toys of the other baby Pokemon.
The original concept for baby Pokemon was that it would be easier for them to make toys of.
Really?
Yeah, to some extent, I have heard that that was the real...
Have you ever seen a Smoochum toy or a Magby toy?
No, but I've heard that that's actually, the way that they designed them to begin with was with that in mind, because Pokemon was becoming a franchise, it was becoming something that you could sell, and they were like, how do we do connections with other companies? How do we make sure that we could do things like the cute Pokemon that sell super good, and we sell them as toys, or we'll do it as this, or we'll do it as that, and that kind of stuff, and it was like... That was the baby Pokemon concept was always there, but they realized that they could turn it into literally just the ability to sell more stuff to people.
Yeah. I think I would have liked if they had done more toys, but at the same time, the idea that the toy factor, I think it was a look at if stuff.
If stuff? Oh yeah, that was it. Okay.
Yep.
Freak Diamond.
They're cool looking. What were the stats like?
Better than everything else.
Okay, cool.
See?
Yeah, nice. I mean, not everything else, but yeah, go with
most
it.
of them,
though. But I don't like the. Okay, so I enjoy getting merch of Pokemon designs, and I wish that more of the designs would get toys and stuff. But I don't like the idea that they were actively considering toy design while making the design.
Yeah, I agree to some extent. That's true, but at the same time, I understand why they did it, because that's a really good means of, if you really want to make money on something, you think of merchandising first and foremost, and you push that as hard as you can. And it's it feels scummy. Yeah, it is scummy. But they aren't the only company that does that. It's literally every large company ever has always done that.
I've heard the suggestion that may be what ruined some of the best things in Digimon. I'm gonna just point out.
Oh yeah, no, I undoubtedly, dude.
Okay, so my favorite Digimon series was Frontier, right?
Okay.
I'm sure anyone who's been watching these know that I did an entire thing where I just built my own reboot of the plot because I liked it, but I wanted to fix things.
Well, you did that for
Pop
Adventure 2 as well.
That was I made my own epilogue.
Yeah,
but
it's still the same thing though. It's similar.
But I did all that. It's this is great. This was the series that I would want out of Digimon, and it's different from other Digimon, so other people don't like it, whatever. Mm-hmm. But the thing that apparently halfway through the series, most of the characters get dropped like a hot fucking potato, and 2 characters get all of the power-ups. I had it pointed out to me that those characters and those Digimon forms were all really, really obviously supposed to be transforming robot action figures.
Yeah, I remember seeing a lot of those when I was a kid, but I wasn't even a kid at the time. I guess I would have been in high school, but I remember seeing those when I was younger, and I don't own any of them. The closest I own is, I own a transforming version of Black War Greymon. For some strange
that
reason.
one's not even in Frontier.
No, it's not a Frontier Digimon.
Yeah, well anyways, apparently they pushed the idea of selling toys so hard that half the characters just stopped mattering. Because they wanted to sell 2 specific designs and the others just kind of didn't fit.
It could be worse. It could wind up like, what was it? I think it's Series 5 for Yu-Gi-Oh! Where halfway through the series, they drop every plot they have 100%, kill off half their characters, and then push forward fighting a character that's introduced right then and there, because they had to fire like 4 or 5 voice actors and a bunch of writers because they found out they were part of a sex cult.
That's a whole story we can't get into because we gotta read some dialogue.
No, yeah.